Hi everyone, this is John and
Mike.
today we're going to be talking about the video game adaptation Tekken, and
Yes.
it was released in 2009, and these are some of our thoughts and impressions and everything in between.
Mm. Um, should we discuss the plot?
Yeah, I mean, just yeah, in general, I think it's good just to lay that out. So actually, so I didn't know this, but Tekken, the games, they center around the Mishima family. Um, so
Okay.
yeah, so Heihachi, which is the Shang Tsung guy, um, uh, he's, of course, he owns Tekken, and then Kazuya, his son. In the game, he actually killed, he attempted to kill his son Kazuya. Um, and by throwing him, they like throw each other down like down waterfalls and into lava and stuff.
Oh, they should stop doing that.
Yeah, they
It's
should.
dangerous.
And so, but yeah, so Kazuya ends up coming back, takes out Hayachi in the games, and then Jin comes about. He later on in the games, I think it's the third game, he comes in and takes out Kazuya, and they kill they he has to come back in the fourth one, and Hayachi, his grandfather, shoots him, and it just kind of goes from there. But um, that's just kind of like a general kind of like
Yeah.
what the story of the games kind of follow, and main characters and whatnot. But yeah, it's around that Mishima family, and so they took characters. This is one where they don't start. It's called Tekken, but it's not based off of the first Tekken game. It's it's kind of loosely
It's
based off of like
like what
basically,
happens later.
yeah, like like the first four basically.
Okay.
Um,
I didn't like most of the story.
you didn't like most of the story.
Yeah.
Mm.
Like it is Jin like I'm not familiar with Tekken. I played I think I played one game and it was fine. It was fun. Um, I know there's been like four or five of them.
Yeah, there's actually seven right now.
Oh shit! No, I thought the the female protagonist was like okay, do you have to show your ass crack?
I was gonna say, man, I took away, uh, I took away, I
She's
learned
like,
something.
she's like, don't look at my ass unless you want yours kicked. And I'm like, who can help that?
Exactly.
Why are you showing it?
It made me think of something we used to say like in middle school, and it's like crack kills.
Crack kills, yeah.
uh, yeah, it's funny because she's actually has like underwear, like in the game she has like these.
Well, also she's like wearing a thong in the movie, but you can see where the thong goes down. So, yeah,
uh
that's her ass crack.
I don't even
I
think
mean,
she has
it's
underwear
going
on.
down. No, she does.
She does have under.
But
I didn't see any.
I looked really hard. Um,
You must have been like laser eyeing that.
I paused it and everything. Um, but no, yeah,
You're going forensic scientist on that.
I like leaned into the TV.
Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, it's going in there. Um,
You went into the TV.
yeah, I leaned into the TV and I was like, what's going on here?
It's like, is my TV working right?
It's working great. But yeah,
Yeah,
I
it
went in.
was
I was like, "You're freaking hot!" Like, don't tell a guy not to look at you.
right, and you
It's
know
not. It's
that
not his fault,
her
and you're wearing like revealing. Why are
exactly.
you wearing that? Why are you wearing that? She's wearing like a 2 or 3 piece white undergarment outside her garment, and then
Yeah,
she complains that people are looking at it. Come on, man! Like,
right, and it kind
then
of takes
then
you out
then
of
don't
the.
wear it. Then don't wear it.
Staring at my ass is a good way to get yours kicked. I'd keep my head in the game if I were you.
Christy Montero, Metro Corp.
And then you got like borderline PG-13 rated R women wearing like weird.
You know, it
It
is
might.
rated R. Did you know that?
Is it really rated R?
Yeah, it is. This isn't.
There's
This isn't a
there
Mortal
are
Kombat. Yeah, this is.
there. I was gonna say there are 3 awkward sex scenes in the
Yeah.
movie.
Wait, there's 3. I thought
When
there was just. Oh yeah, no, there's 2. Or was there 3?
well, okay, there's the first one, which I don't quite remember.
It's with that's with Jin, and I guess like just someone he sleeps with. I guess.
Oh, the
Like
girl,
friends with
the homeless
benefits.
girl. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
And
and then
then he sleeps with someone else. Oh, he sleeps with Skimpy Girl.
no, he doesn't. He doesn't sleep with her.
Oh, I thought he did. Or he tried to.
He tries to. Yeah.
Okay, and then there's a villain with 2 girls.
Right. Yeah. His father.
The Williams girls,
Right.
who
It's
are
because.
apparently both sluts.
Right.
Why are they both sluts?
Kazuya Mishima is Jin's father, and yeah, he sleeps with Nina and Anna Williams.
Right, yeah.
And yeah,
And
that one was
they
weird.
both
That was
they
he's
both
just like
happily
staring out
but
angrily as it
they
all
both
happens.
happily have their sisters,
Oh shoot, dude, you're right.
and they have a happy orgy with this guy, and it's like, that's weird.
You
Like,
know, they
maybe
don't
a
look
day. They don't look alike at
like
all.
sisters. Yeah, they don't look alike at all.
Does that make it okay though?
That's what Kazuya said. He said, "Hey man, I couldn't tell they were sisters."
I didn't know. I
No,
didn't know they
yeah,
were related.
that's true because it's like, I mean, I guess it's
Like,
not
one has like short
fully
brown
incest,
hair,
but
one is blonde.
mm-hmm.
He's like, oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, sure, you didn't know that, asshole. Um, yeah, I guess that's what happened. Um,
Yeah,
and then what's his name sneaked in. He's like, I want part of it too. He can like crawl onto the bed,
what?
like a sexy cat.
Oh, his dad, Shang Tsung.
Yeah,
Yeah, his name is Hayachi
Hayachi.
Mishima. Yeah, yeah, he just like looks at
So,
him.
I looked
As
at him
he,
and I'm like, that that hairpiece they glued it onto your skull is fucking terrible.
yeah. The Jin's character was actually played by John. His name's John Fu. He's actually a martial
Oh,
artist,
that guy, yeah. Yeah.
and so he did a lot of his own stunts. And then the stunt team was really good too.
I can tell um, that a lot of the action scenes were way better than the script.
Yeah, me too. The same here, man.
And not in a bad way. It's just that was their
I think that was
advantage.
right. It was a highlight
Yeah.
of the whole production and everything. Eric Norris, Chuck Norris's son, was a stunt coordinator.
Oh,
Um,
that's cool.
and then this guy named Douglas Aronofsky. He was the unit director who worked on Resident Evil and Once Upon a Time in Mexico. There was actually a guy who helped start up all the parkour craze back at that time in 2009. His name is Cyril Raphael. He was the fight choreographer, and he actually like was one of the first people to be putting up like parkour videos online. And he worked on movies and stuff like Incredible Hulk, and which actually has some good action in it.
Yeah.
Too. So they had like a great team in that area. But yeah, I think the fans actually were just because this movie didn't do well. I mean, even among fans, and a big part of it was the story. It just wasn't. It wasn't good. Like it wasn't. It was okay, but it wasn't. It wasn't faithful to the game, and it wasn't. It didn't. Like what I was saying, like the game was actually seems like story wise like one of the deepest kind of stories that I've seen from a fighting game.
Yeah, because they've done some weird things with Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat is more just kind of the lore, I feel like. And Tekken, looking into it, it's like the drama that's there, you know.
Yeah,
Um
more of a soap opera.
yeah. Yeah, and very much more like I think around Japanese um kind of style influence.
Mhm.
Even with the music, I didn't like the music very much from the movie at all, like the soundtrack or the score.
Yeah,
It was close to the game though. Or there were some songs that were similar to the game, but it just I couldn't get into it. It almost sounded cheesy.
I wish they had some like little motifs for each character. But I guess the musician sucks.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I think I wonder what they put the money into. It was a $30 million budget.
Okay, it was a bunch of stunt. I don't mean to say they were bad actors, but I think it was a bunch of stunt people.
Mm. It's funny you say that because Jin's character, John Fu, he was a stunt guy too.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm wondering if it was like 15 stunt actors
Mm.
who he recruited to kind of act because the acting is horrible. I don't think it's very good at all. Um, but when they jump out and start doing martial arts or whatever, they're pretty good at it.
Yeah,
They're better at that than acting.
I see. Yeah, I see what you're saying. The the director of the Tekken video games, I just found a quote. He said that the Hollywood movie is terrible, or that Hollywood movie is terrible. We were not able to supervise that movie. It was a cruel contract.
I don't
I'm
know.
not
Terrible.
Yeah, I don't think it's terrible. I like a lot of the action. I like the stunts, the little bit of parkour that they had, especially in the intro.
Mhm.
Another thing I really liked was the sets. They actually, you could tell that they put a lot of money into some of that, into some of those sets. The the arena is okay. I think different fighting locations would have been better, but
Mhm.
but overall, I thought and looking at the behind the scenes, like the sets they had a few like of the city and the slums and the outskirts where Jin lived. Like they built like entire sets for that, which is pretty cool.
Yeah,
But
couldn't
yeah,
I couldn't pay attention to the sets because um every woman's bikini bottom was 2 inches between her ass crack, and I was like, what's going on here? This is all I'm looking
yeah, I that really threw it. It went to a little too pervy there for my taste.
at. Yeah, I was. Jen
Sleeps with the
has
girl off the street, which
the
doesn't look
homeless
right.
girl,
That
and
almost.
he never goes back to her,
I know. I
and
thought that
she's
was
still
weird.
so proud of him.
I know, right? And he's so quick to like ditch her.
He does not give a shit. He's like, okay, I'm with this one now, and she's like, oh, good.
That's true.
It's very weird. I mean, yeah, that happens in real life, okay, but
Not like that though.
in a movie,
You don't go praising someone though who just ditches you like that.
like you don't watch him on TV and you're like, oh, what a great person he is.
Right. Exactly.
It was
more
very
like,
bizarre.
it's more like oh, that jackass hasn't called me.
Yeah, he hasn't called me, and he's with this other hoe.
Exactly. Exactly. That's probably what would be going through her mind in real life. Like he's on TV.
Yeah,
He's
she'd
probably
be like crazy. She'd be crazy jealous. Yeah,
but
I don't know.
It's interesting how the story seems to pull you along, or like how the movie pulls you along. You know,
It does, yeah.
It's
unfortunately
it doesn't keep you with this movie. I noticed it doesn't keep you like in Prince of Persia, how you have like those long segments of like why did this happen?
Yes, yeah.
This one just kind of like it just once it gets going, like you're very quickly you're going to the next thing, you know, to the next thing, to the next thing.
Yeah.
And I think that's part of what so when that's happening, you're going to the good action scenes, You're going to decent sets, you know, some good looking sets.
Yeah.
Some throughout the movie, there's some decent dialogue too. You kind of,
Eventually.
there was one, I know there were a few things that stuck out to me in the movie as far as good about the story, and just good moments within the movie. One was, I think maybe it was like Jin's relationship with his trainer.
Okay.
I forget his trainer's name. Do you remember?
I don't.
Okay, his name's Steve Fox.
Okay.
And that's kind of another thing, you never hear his name ever again. Like,
You hear it once?
Yeah, I think you hear it once, maybe twice, but yeah, never again. And that relationship, I think, could have been developed more between him and Jin.
Mhm.
The guy seemed to be a decent actor, and he actually seemed like he could fight too. But you never see him really fight. They kill him off.
Oh.
Yeah, they kill him off when, like, 3/4 through the movie. And well, anyways, he sponsors Jin, and he was a former boxer. And there's a point in the movie, it's about halfway through maybe, and he gives Jin his old red boxing gloves.
Oh, okay.
And that's actually one of the best scenes for me, at least. I think Jin actually looked cool. Like, there's actually a really good shot they did once he puts on the gloves and is about to go fight. I was like, yeah, you know, that guy looks badass. You know, he looks like a fighter. And but you know, they're building that relationship there. But it just, again, I mean, there was a lot of missed opportunity between him and Steve Fox, his sponsor. But yeah, I think.
didn't know.
What's that?
I didn't know about that.
Yeah. There are a lot of things to miss in this. I think there are a lot of little things that you can miss in this movie or just kind of forget. And I think this movie is just, it's kind of just forgettable, you know?
Yeah.
It's a decent attempt at a video game movie, though. I don't think it was super. I don't think it was really horrible, but yeah, it's kind of forgettable.
Yeah.
I think another missed opportunity too was the what's it called? I don't think they should have came up with their own story. I think they should have just, if they were going to go Tekken, they should have because it almost seemed like an American way of telling a story instead of a Japanese.
Yeah, that's what
way.
I thought.
Yeah, instead of a Japanese way of telling a story. And I think it kind of took some of the class that you kind of see. It's I think it still would have been cheesy in its own ways, but there's a little bit of just kind of, I guess, character.
Oh my God. Are you getting that?
In the Japanese way of telling in Tekken, the games.
I was saying, are you getting that weather or whatever advisory?
Oh, I got an Amber Alert. That's what I got.
Oh, it's an Emperor. Oh, fuck that. I'm not on the road. Yeah, I was just gonna say, like, I'm not on the ground. I'm not in the air. I'm not a moving vehicle. Don't bother me. And you're gonna tell me to look out for, I don't even know what. Just leave me alone. Just leave me alone.
Well, you never know, man. You never know. I mean, I don't know. You know, I don't know if we'll really help find them, but stuff like that. It's
There's
just...
enough chance.
Hey, well, we could pray for them. You know.
Yeah.
You know, at the very least, but maybe you should just contact them and just or block them.
Block Crime Stoppers.
I thought I'm supposed to call you. You're calling me.
Yeah, don't call me. I'm not stopping crime. I'm starting crime.
I'm trying to avoid you guys.
No, I'm a black person.
You're black. Oh my gosh. No way. Hey, just because your family ancestry came back 10% black doesn't make you Michael
Yes,
Jackson.
it does. Yes, it does. I go around stealing and rapping and playing basketball. That's what I do now. You're gonna hate me.
You
for
dunk
who I
now?
am?
Can you dunk now too?
Yeah, I can. I mean, on small ones.
On small ones.
I can't jump that high. You know, like a little one.
You know, one thing I wanted to bring up.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about Tekken, the movie now.
Oh, Tekken.
You know, I think it was neat seeing the different fighting styles during the action scenes.
That was neat. I was gonna say that too. The capoeira.
Yes.
Guy.
The capoeira. Yeah.
Yeah. That was neat.
And
I did like seeing that instead of just like straight up.
And you actually see them doing like the moves, some of the moves they do in the movie.
Yeah, I think
in the game.
It was just like I said. I think it was just a bunch of stunt people.
Mm-hmm.
And they all knew exactly what to do. But except for Kerry Tagawa, who just wore a wig and went to jail.
Right. He doesn't fight at all in the movie.
Yeah, I was pretty. I was disappointed.
Me too.
Because I saw them and I'm like, you look ridiculous. Do something cool, but instead he just goes to jail.
Yeah, so the budget was 30 million and this movie flopped hard. The box office was 1.7 million.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's bad.
That
is not good.
Weird thing is they made a second one, which is weird.
Probably did good in Japan.
I don't think so. I don't
No.
think no, because the fans. I don't
If
think
it
the
was
fans
American
like
made,
this.
then no.
Right. Um.
They don't like American movies in Japan.
Would you say this is better than Prince of Persia?
No.
You don't think so?
Um,
In some ways, it is. I feel
but
like
in some ways it is. They do get more creative with the story. They make the protagonist a little more interesting. Um,
true. I agree completely there as well.
I don't know if it's worse.
The fighting scenes are obviously better too, like we've been saying.
They have way more action.
Way more
and
action.
Good
yeah.
action.
Yeah. True.
Because
But
in Prince of Persia,
Prince of
it's
Persia
like-
had that high production look.
it looked. Thank you. Yes,
Tekken
It
did not.
it looked good. Tekken didn't have the budget to look very good.
Yeah, because it doesn't just look like a B movie though, completely. It looks like a high end. If it does look like a B movie, and maybe maybe I'm not using the right
No,
term.
I think you're right.
It would be like a B plus movie, you know?
Right. Yeah. It's not a bad movie, but it does kind of suck.
I think they focused on Jin. I think they focused on Jin too much. And you don't dive into any of the other characters at all.
Yeah, because Raven, like, he comes up and he encourages him, and it's like, well, who the fuck are you, then? Like,
Exactly.
you're just some guy.
And they try and right, and you get to know Christy a little bit, but you kind of get to know her ass crack more.
Oh, her aspect is very well known. What the hell?
Yeah, and so you're just kind of left with these characters that get angry, they're happy, and different. They try to motivate Jin, but they do heroic things, but it doesn't. You don't feel it very much because the movie's just been kind of really telling you who Jin is.
Right. Yeah.
And
it doesn't pay attention to any of the other characters unless they have a butt crack.
It's better in those ways than Prince of Persia, but it's not better than Prince of Persia.
Yeah.
And one funny thing I noticed in the movie is that Jin, he always gets beat up throughout the movie.
Like, dude, he gets his ass handed to him.
Like 3 times, right? Like,
yeah, at least.
Yeah, it feels like
he
3 or
looks
4
really
times.
bad.
Exactly,
And
like he's to the point of death.
They have to give him the power gloves. And it's like his hands are like all bloody.
Well, I guess any final thoughts you want to share to wrap this up? I think.
Fun escape from the horrible life that we have to live now.
Overall, I like the movie. Do I think it's a very good movie? No, but it's not a really bad movie. It's a decent movie. It has a story that you can follow from A to B to C, but the story is not very intriguing.
Yeah. Mm,
You want to sign us off?
all right. Thanks for listening. This has been Jon and Mike talking about movies.
If you've seen this movie, let us know in the comments what you thought. And if you like listening to this type of content, subscribe, let us know. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
And we're looking to do some more video game adaptations, but also some other movies and I guess just some other random, movies out there as well. How would you say it?
I was gonna say like and subscribe, and I hate saying that. I don't want to say that, but like and subscribe to our channel if you like it, and if you want to subscribe to it. So, thank you, everybody.
All right.
Whoever or everyone that's listening, if you happen to be listening, thank you.
Yeah, we appreciate it, and we'll see you next time. This is Film Juice signing off.
All right.
I am Himayachi. I am Tekken. You will obey.